Hello and welcome to your weekly business breakthrough. I am so excited to be here with you for this opportunity to help you get to the front side of your schedule. I'm curious if any of you have suffered from burnout. I would love to know below, have you suffered from burnout? Is burnout one of the fears that you have of growing or launching or scaling your business? How does it look in your mind? What does your mind say? Have you actually had physical burnout before? Many of my clients have. I want to start out by letting you know that I was just able to interview Reverend Michael Beckwith, which has been a long-term dream of mine. And I got a chance to ask him this question. How do you get to the front side of burnout? What do I say to the women who are so afraid they're going to burn out? I mean, there's been times in my career that I've been really afraid that I'm going to burn out. And, Michael Beckwith is such a walking example of what it means to be fueled by passion rather than being pushed by pain, right? Because there's a saying that says, pain pushes until vision pulls. And I think there's so many amazing examples out there these days of leaders who have really tapped into that never-ending flow of passion that you can tell they're not hustling anymore. They're being pulled by a vision, a mission that's much bigger than the pain. And so when I asked Michael Beckwith this question, I knew he was gonna say something profound, right? He said, burnout comes not from working too hard. Burnout is a result of anxiety and stress. And he said anxiety and stress are a choice. And I would agree with him. Here's the thing. We choose whether we want to be overwhelmed or not. You have an opportunity in this business to get to the front side of all of that. Because it's not putting in the hours that burns you out. It's the micromanaging the details. It's the trying to control every single little thing in your business, right? The amount of time it takes to do the things in your business is going to expand into the amount of time you give it. So when I decided to switch to a 12-day-a-month work schedule, I knew I was going to have to get really good at focusing on income-producing activities and at letting things be good enough. I can be a perfectionist, right? It can take me 2 hours to write a newsletter rather than 20 minutes if I'm over focusing on the details rather than just getting something out that is good enough that I know will help my clients. And so just to be clear, I work 12 days a month or less. I work the first Monday through Thursday of the first 3 weeks of the month, and I take Fridays off and I take the last week of the month off. And so what that looks like is me never scheduling appointments on Fridays, and I never schedule appointments the last week of the month because I know I need that flex time. Only you can protect your time. Nobody can do that for you. Only you can choose your ideal schedule. Nobody can do that for you. Jeff Walker is a friend of mine. He's a colleague of mine, and I've talked to him about his schedule because he says, choose the lifestyle first and the business second, right? Schedule as many personal affairs into your calendar as you schedule business affairs so that you make sure to hit the bucket list items in your life that you want to be doing so that you never feel like you're held hostage to your business, right? It's all figure outable, right? You building the business that you love is an opportunity for you to build a business that fits into your life rather than having to have a life fit around your overly busy business schedule. So in order to start to really think about what would your ideal schedule be, I want to know, what would you do with that free time? Most people work 20 days a month. I work 12, right? Imagine what you would do with 8 days a month, like totally freed up. Would you travel? Where would you go? I'd love to know. Post below. Would you travel? Would you spend more time with your family? Would you spend more time with your children? Taking an art class, taking a dance class, what would it be, right? And then for some of you, you're like, Sage, that would be really great. I have a job. Well, guess what? You start where you can. With some of my clients, they start taking Friday afternoons off. They ask their boss to work from home 1 day a week. They make themselves so invaluable to the company that now they're working from home 1 or 2 days a week, and they're starting their business on the side so that eventually they can transition out of their jobs, right? So to really ask yourself, what's my ideal schedule look like? Right? When I take that week off every month of my freedom week, my flex time, my whole team and my clients know that that's our flex time. So for them, it's an integration week, which they're usually really grateful for because they've been getting content all month long, and it's really awesome to have a week to catch up on everything. My team knows I need that week off. When you're the one running the company, when you're the one in visibility, you need some downtime to recover. My team gets to take time off too because we've set that up in our schedule as a company. One of the pieces of building a business like this is even when you just hire your first assistant, that you really train the people that work for you to operate as department heads and not just assistants. Train them to really own their tasks, own their department, own their domain, so that you're not constantly micromanaging them and telling them what to do. Again, if you're saying in your head, well, that would be great if I have an assistant, but I don't have an assistant. So my inquiry to you is, how do you focus on income producing activities to get to the front side of your money so that you always have more than enough money coming in, so that then you can hire the assistant and do all of the other things in your business that you really want to be doing. And then you also want to ask yourself, how can I make sure I have time to work in my business? And how can I make sure I have time to work on my business? So that I have days where I'm doing the marketing, I'm doing the things, I'm meeting with my clients. And if you don't have enough clients, then spend that time doing all the things that you know to be able to get you clients. And of course, if you don't know how to get enough clients, if you don't have enough customers and clients that you're serving, put a little note here in the chat thread. Let me know that you need help with that. That's something that we do at Women Rocking Business. We help our women really close the gaps, get to the front side of their schedules, get to the front side of their business, and really get to the point where they have more than enough potential clients paying attention to them. And as you really ask yourself, right, do I want to work 12 days a month? Do I want to work 15 days a month? Do I want to get down to 9 days a month? Right? I have a client that came to me last year. She's a single mom, and she's like, I don't care if I work every single day. I just never want to work more than 4 hours a day because I have a small child at home. So we set up a business and a business plan and a business model that would allow her to achieve those goals. Even if you don't feel like it, you're willing to prioritize income producing activities. All right, women? Yes, you. I'm talking to you. You picking up the phone, you booking the talk, you making the video, you getting out there imperfectly in a way that's authentically you. It's not about the strategies. I tell my clients, I'm going to give you the templates that work, but when you bring yourself to the templates, that's when the gold happens. None of us want to be over templated. It's you getting out there. It's you getting visible. That's going to get you to the front side of all of this stuff. So let's get you out there. You've got this. Your clients are waiting. Thank you for being the very best part of Women Rocking Business. Go knock them alive. Mwah.